Welcome to this talk about eBay stores. My name is Sam. I've been with eBay for 8 years and I'm part of the store's product team. I'm here to share with you some of the exciting developments that are coming up that you as a business can use on eBay when you have an eBay store. Let me start first with some of the data points that we found from our recent developments. As you might have noticed, in recent months, we have actually launched your store on the native app. And we've seen that on average, that leads to a 20% traffic increase. So that's a huge traffic increase, and that's great for your business. On top of that, we know from our research that when you have a store, we actually see that buyers tend to come back more to your store, on average about 15%. And on top of that, they spend more money there, on average around 35%. So those are all great reasons to actually have a store on eBay. And if you already have one, then you are benefiting from all these great benefits. If you don't have a store yet, then I welcome you to look at the different subscription options that we offer. You can find this in your region on our Seller Center pages. But basically, there are 5 different tiers, and they will answer to your specific needs depending on the type of business that you are. Do you have a lot of listings or don't you have a lot of listings? Do you need more customer service or do you not need that much customer service? There's a tier for everybody. So go to our Seller Center, look at these different tiers and check out what might be good for your specific needs. Or of course, talk to our customer service and they can assist you as well. Besides that, I want to emphasize that we've started to invest heavily in our stores concept over the last couple of months, and we are at the beginning of this journey. So what you will see is that we've made all kinds of developments, for example, with the store's newsletter, or when it comes to security, or how buyers can search through your store. You will see changes in our design, and all these things have improved, and our data is also showing improvement in sales and in traffic, as I've mentioned before. But again, we're at the beginning of this journey, so I'm going to show you a couple of features, but there's for sure more to come in the future. So let's start at the beginning. What are some of these new things? Well, here you see a kind of a fresh and modern storefront right now. You have a billboard at the top, you have your logo. These are all types of creative that you can upload as a seller, and they're very useful. Your buyer can recognize you more quickly, but also these pieces of creative can be used in other parts of eBay. For example, your logo, if you upload this, it can also be used in your newsletter. So it's really beneficial to you as a business to use these kinds of creative. Besides that, we also have an About tab in the store. And in that About tab, you can tell more about your business. Who are you? When did you start your business? This way, buyers can get even more affinity with you as a business and as a store, and it can create trust. And we know from our research that if you can create trust, it can be a deciding factor for a buyer to actually make a purchase at your store. Besides this, we also make it easier for buyers when they come to your store to actually find the right product. So one thing that we've done is we've improved the search experience in your store. When a buyer now searches for something, we take them to what we call a store-branded search. And on this search, they will have all the benefits that we offer also in our eBay search. So what does that mean? We offer all kinds of filtering, for example, so that buyers can drill down to the inventory that they're really looking for, or they can search in specific categories that you have in your store, again, to find that inventory, that item that they're looking for as quickly and as smooth as possible. Talking about finding items as smooth and as quickly as possible, if you have store categories in your store, those are categories that you can create as a seller, we will now allow you also to set up what we call visual category navigation. See it really as one of the first things that a buyer can see in your store. As you would walk into a physical store, there are certain product ranges and items that you see first. Well, you can recreate this also in your online store. You can visually call out the categories that you want your buyers to see first. We also will allow you to enable multiple inventory strips. You are already able to have one of these strips, but we'll give you the capability to have more of those. So you can call out those items that you really want to showcase to your buyers quickly, and you can have different kinds of themes. So it could be featured items, you could have popular items, or items that are just new, and you want to quickly show your buyers, hey, I have new inventory, and you should check it out. On top of that, we offer you this marketing banner. So think of maybe a really special item that you have, the latest Rolex or this very rare vinyl record that you have right now. There's only one of them, it's really special. With this marketing banner, you can call out that specific item, so it's really visible to the buyer. Or maybe you have a really special category and you want to just put a lot of attention on that category. Well, with this marketing banner, you can do that. Your buyers will for sure see it, and you can drive more traffic to that category, hopefully leading to a sale. I talked about the About tab before. Another feature that we're adding in the About tab are store policies. This is an important functionality because it can also create trust. Buyers can read here, what are your return policies? What are your policies around shipping? It's something that you can control. You as a seller can add these policies, but we know that they can create trust. And again, trust can be a deciding factor in the purchase of an item. I want to talk to you now about the store newsletter and kind of quickly show you how you can actually run through this newsletter. So what you see here is the summary screen of the newsletter. You could see if you have any kind of newsletter set up, and you can get here via the Seller Hub. It's a very simple process to set up a newsletter. It's really a three-step process, and you can follow along with me, and you can see how simple it is. The first step is that you will come to a screen where you can pick a template. We have two templates right now, a welcome email template and an item showcase template. We're planning to add more templates in the future, so there's more to come, but let's start with one of these templates. Let's start with the welcome template, which is to welcome new subscribers to your store if they start following your store and they wish to receive a newsletter from you. The next screen that we will then go to is the customize screen. So here you can now customize the welcome email. You see things like the subject. You can change the subject if you want to. And it's very important because it's one of the first things that your buyer will see. So think of a nice, catchy subject. Besides this, you will see that your logo pops up here if you've uploaded your logo. And you can also adjust other parts in this email. You can adjust the text here. It can be about us text, but you can also change that. And maybe you want to write something about the items or about a promotion that you have. It's up to you. You control that. Besides that, you can also determine what types of items do you want to show in this email. You can choose the sort order. Do you want newest or lowest price? You can select a category if you want to, and you can select a price range. Again, it's in your control. You can confirm it. You will see the items. You can adjust it again if you want to, if you think, actually, I want a different sort order. It's all up to you. If you're happy with it, you can go to the review screen and you can actually double check, is this the email that I want to send out? And you can see it goes to all new subscribers. You can see what the email looks like. And those are the three steps. So if you're happy with it, you can click on activate and your email will then start going out to your new subscribers. Once you have activated the email, you will go back to the summary screen. And here, now you see your email is added to it. It will be sent out once. If you want, you can adjust the email again or delete it. It's all up to you. But that's in general how you can set up a store's newsletter. Simple three-step process, and then it's going out to your buyers. Besides the store's newsletter, I want to show you all these features that I just talked about. How do you actually set them up? So here we have the store management system, which you can also access in Seller Hub. There's a couple of things that you can easily upload. So here we're looking at the billboard. That's the creative that shows up at the top of your store. You could upload a billboard there, and then that would show up in your store. Besides a billboard, you also have the option to upload a logo. Again, same process, upload your logo there, it will show up. and now it can be used in your store or will show up in your newsletter. Besides this, we talked about features such as featured categories. So here you can set up that module, those categories that you really want to call out at the top of your store. Pick an image, pick the category that you want to show. You can have up to 6, and then once you are done, you can upload it and it would show up on your store. The different featured items, you can add up to 4 modules per module, upload the listings that you want to show, pick the title, could be bestsellers or popular items, and then they would show up on your store. The marketing banner, pick the destination. Do you want it to go to a store category or to a listing? If you want to, you can then upload the imagery there. And besides that, you can also change the text. It's all in your control. Once you've adjusted it, you can publish it and it would go live. Besides that, you have the option in a store to pick either eBay categories or store categories. eBay categories are our categories, so it would be fully automated. Store categories would be something that you would need to create. You can do that in the store category screen, but I'm not going into more detail on that right now. In the About tab, you can write a description about your store. Maybe your business has a long history, and on top of that, you can add the store policies. In your control, do you want to write about returns, about warranties? You can add it here. Great trust signal for buyers, so we definitely recommend you to add these kinds of features. You can see store management, very light. Just in a couple of minutes right now, we've basically gone through a variety of features that you can set up. You can publish it, you can discard your changes, but just in a matter of minutes, you can set up a branded store that calls out your inventory in a very strong way that can lead to more purchases. I want to thank you very much for your attention and watching this video. Hopefully you find it informative, and I hope that you will start using these features. We know that they're very beneficial for your store, and it just costs a couple of minutes to set them up. If you do have more questions, please reach out to storesama@ebay.com, and we're happy to provide feedback or listen to your input on how we could improve stores even further. Thank you very much.